Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Blushing Rose. In this episode, I will be packing up my hobby corner and changing it into a working studio. So stay tuned. I am in the middle of creating a workspace just for the Blushing Rose. I want to be able to record, make, and potentially pack. I know it needs to be like a different area, but I think if I do it just right, I can arrange it to where it works. So I got this table cleaned off. I got my hobby stuff packed up. Right now, I'm not really sure when I'll be able to get back into some of my stuff, but I do know I have way too many things. That's what I'm working toward, just having everything where not only just Trey, but if my niece needed to come in and help me, because if you do one thing, I can get somebody else to come in and do another thing. Or if I'm not here and I need to order a process, because I need to be able to manage it from wherever I am. And sometimes I do need to be in another place. I think you guys will get a better sense of it once I get it organized. I hope I really can get it to where I need it to be. I'm not sure yet just because of the space. I do have a good amount of space. I just want you guys to check out this area now since I've gotten it sort of pushed up out of it. Like I said, it's not going to be all business. It is business, personal, work-life balance. And of course, I like to DIY everything. So you'll still see that. Stick around. Bye. Hi everyone, welcome back. I just wanted to show you guys that the space is coming together. It's still a little junky and I don't have any decorations on the wall, but I'm getting things moved and things stocked up, and I guess I'll pop back on here in a little bit where you guys can see me actually doing some work over here, because I did a lot of it off camera. The lighting was a little weird, and I mean it still is a little weird, but yeah, so this is the space for right now. I think it's gonna be pretty cool once I get it together and it kind of comes all together, especially if it was just, you know, I stretched it out and made it a little bit more beneficial for myself, and I needed that scale, so it's on the box because I just actually used it. I am working, but I am also trying to get the space together. So all right, I'll get back on here and show you guys the finished process, or I'll show you the process also, because I'll be working, trying to get things together, putting things where they belong and trying to figure out what works best for me as far as having everything in one spot, because my thought process is I should be able to work from this area. We'll see how it works, but I'll see you guys later. Thank you for hanging in here with me and just being so very patient and kind while I'm going through the healing process. So again, I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye. was just putting the soaps in the packet, listing everything online. I've had to miss quite a few markets, so the soaps that I usually sell at the markets, I am gonna post those online so I can get those sold, because a few of them are seasonal soaps, but I still think I'm going to make them over the course of, I don't know, a few months. So right now I'm going to finish up. This right here is the lavender elderberry soap, and yes, it is heavily scented with lavender, and lavender is a calm soap. So I want to get, I feel like now is a really good time, and I probably would carry this all the time. I do have some Oh So Spiced, and that's my version of pumpkin spice, how relaxing it is. And yes, it does have cinnamon in it, and it has, you know, pumpkin. It does have pumpkin in it, it has cinnamon in it, and it's just really a good time to go ahead and lunch. I'm gonna do a soft lunch, so if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and pop over to the website and purchase you some soap, because as you see, it's a small quantity, but as I show you guys later on in the process that I am stacking, so I have to continually let them cure, because it takes a little while for them to cure. So if you guys can see me from over here, I'm just gonna do this process. I'm not gonna talk, so I'll put a little music over this because you're not gonna hear me over the bag. Still trying to situate or get everything organized as far as in this space. I want it to be a working space, so it's gonna take a little bit because I'm switching things and I'm seeing if it works, and then I'll switch back when I realize it's not working for me. So that's why I'm keeping it sort of like I pop in and I'll pop out, because it's taken a while for me to figure out, okay, this works best, no, this doesn't work, or this does work. You'll see me move something out of the drawer and put something back in the drawer, just to see if it makes sense for me. I will be getting another little, probably like a little plastic thing here, because like the space, I need a little more in this area. I don't know, like I said, I'm just trying to figure out what works best and have everything in a place where I can come in, or I can send somebody else in to pack an order, and they just know, hey, this is, once I get it situated, I'll get it labeled, and that's how I'll know it's gonna stay at that point. So I have a couple things I want to put on the wall, and after that I'm just going to start working, and I'll just situate it throughout. But I will give you guys a tour of the 90% done, and over time you'll see, oh my gosh, it's coming together, because I don't want to take so long on it where I'm switching and changing, but I do want to get it working, because I have stuff I need to be doing, so I really don't need to spend a whole lot of time trying to figure out where the placement is, because I think as I go along, it'll become apparent where everything should go. So if I'm sitting here with the computer, I have the printer here, I'm trying to make it where if I need to print off and pack, I can do it here, but I may need to create another station for that. I may not be able to make, print, pack, cure, stage everything in this area. I may need to create another spot just for packing, just because the packing stuff, it gets to be bulky, and there really isn't a place for it. So it may need to be in its own container and put out of the way. I don't know if you guys have an idea, or like if you work from home, or even like if you shipping stuff from your job, how do you guys have it set up? What do you think? Like, give me some ideas or help me out, because like I said, I just kind of want it to be seamless as seamless as I can possibly get it. All right, so I'm gonna click back over and just continue to work and get everything sort of situated. um, and then we'll do some work, and then I'm gonna wrap this video up. I am gonna show you guys the making of the wall art. Is really basic. I'm gonna take a canvas that's covered in burlap, and I'll spray a stencil on it. I hope it come out fine. I hadn't stenciled in a long time, but we'll see that together, and I'll insert that in here. So, all right. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So I have a stretch burlap canvas, and I'm going to stencil the scene onto the canvas. And so I'll do two of them. I'll do one just, where you guys can see it, and then I'll do the other one in fast mode. So what I'll do is take the stencil down. I'll spray adhesive on the back of it, and then I'll also tape it down with painter's tape. I have my scissors there. I have the spray adhesive and the spray paint. It's just white spray paint. And then I'll go and get newspaper in a little bit, because I want to cover the edges up. But I have everything I need right now. Oh, and I have a measuring tape too, guys, so I think I'll bring that out in just a minute. So I have all those supplies plus the measuring tape. So just showing you again what I have.
So right here, I'm looking to see if the paint is outdated. I don't know if paint has a date, but it came out in spurts and clumps, and it was just, it came out a mess really. And so I decided to look at it to see if it was going to be a total loss, which it wasn't. I mean, it did mess up a little area, so I decided I could try to salvage it, which I'm gonna salvage it, but I just wanted to look at it because, like I said, it came out so quickly, and it's usually a really fine mist, and I do it in little short bursts, but it came out as if, it was, I don't know, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure because I've not seen a spray paint come out like that from a can anyway. So here I'm just removing the paper just so I can inspect the damage and then just see what I need to do. I try to clean it up a little bit, but I'll go back and I'm just gonna keep working really. I'm just looking at it, trying to figure out if I wanted to spray the canvas a different color, because I thought about spraying it that little area black and then doing the white on top of that, and I think that would have salvaged it. But guys, I do have a fix for that. Well, of course, one, to test spray something before, which, like I said, I've not had an issue with the spray cans before, so I didn't really think about it in terms of, I don't know. Anyway, so you could also put something underneath the burlap, because like I said, it didn't come out as fine as it usually come out, and it came out in clumps. So what it did, it oversprayed on the canvas, so it started to spill over, because I mean it's burlap, so it has really big holes in it. So I fix it at the end, and I'll show you guys. I'll include it in the video. I'll fix it, but that's how it looks right now. I didn't have the cover for the last one, but I can show you this on, let's see if I can get it on there, stretched burlap. All right, guys, so if you remember, I was working on this outside, and it didn't come out as well as I wanted it to. So my original method would be to stencil it in, with just some paint and a sponge of some sort, or a paintbrush, but a sponge is easier for me to control. So what I'll do is I'll put a little paint on this, and I'll be working from over here on the side. So I just put a little paint on there so I can control it. This is really thick, so I may have to get something to get this out with. But just to make it a little bit darker along the lines in here and just clean it up a little bit. So that's what I'll be doing. And I'm just using regular acrylic paint, old sponge, and I still have my stencil on here, and I'll hold the places down. When you see me go about, I'll be holding them down because I don't want the paint to bleed too much. So I will not be mixing it with water. I'll use it at whatever strength that it is at right now. So all right, let's get started.
I have completed my setup, and I know I'll probably continue to move things around as I adjust a little bit more. But right now, I have completed everything. I got my space situated. I probably will be adjusting things as um, something comes to mind, if I need to move it to a different location or if it works best in a different location. But as of right now, the studio is in working condition and I have stuff I need to be doing. You see the soap just sitting here, so I have to get busy. I would like to thank you again for hanging out with me while I organize the space, and I'm waiting for some nails to be placed in the wall so I can actually hang them where they need to be. But as of right now, I am pretty much done. I'll say 90% done. Again, I haven't done the labels, but I have to get to work, so.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and